Hey everybody, Frank Elliott here. It's time for a model video, and today's model video is all about adhesives. What kind of adhesives do you use? Leave it in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click that notification bell because it helps the channel out. And let's begin right now. Hello everybody, and happy model making Monday morning to you all. It's 9 a.m. and all's well in the neighborhood. At least I think so. I know we're getting pounded by snow right now, even here in Ohio, central, south Ohio. We weren't supposed to get much, but we ended up no school today everywhere and all kind of fun on the roads. So I got me a new look. I trimmed it back. I got tired of eating my own whiskers, so um, I don't know why I threw that in there. Why not? Anyway, we'll have some fun with this channel. Today we're talking about adhesives. What kind of adhesives do we use to put our models together? Well, it really kind of depends on what it is you're building. What are you building and how you building it? I'm going to start first off, and I'll touch base on this later when I get into 3D printing more. But I'm going to start with this. The washable school glue stick from Elmer's. I get the big one, and they're purple glue. I don't know if that really, I'm assuming that has to do with the formula. But at any rate, sometimes when you have pieces that won't adhere to the print bed, you have to put some down. You can use painter's tape. You can put it across your build plate on your 3D printer, or you can put this all over the area, and that should help you with your adhesive problems. We'll get more into 3D printing later, but I just wanted to introduce that concept. The next thing is, if I'm using wood, um, typically I'm going to glue it together before I paint it. In most cases. There are some cases where I glue it together after I paint it, in which that's a whole different glue, and it might be a combination of different glues. So, but if I'm just wood on wood, bare wood on bare wood, of course I'm using Elmer's wood glue. It doesn't have to be Elmer's, but this is the glue I prefer. But any wood glue will work. Now, if I'm putting it on painted, or if I'm adhering another kind of material to the glue, I might use Duco cement. This is something that my good friend Warren Renaud, shout out to Warren out there, had turned me on to, and I think it's a great glue. It definitely beats the old Tester's glue. Um, the old Tester's glue had quite a pungent odor to it. This isn't as bad, and I use it. In fact, I have I try to keep at least 2 of these on hand at all times. Um, if it needs a little extra support, I might use some Zap-A-Gap, and especially I'll use Zap-A-Gap on metals and things like that if I don't need to solder it. If I need to solder it, of course I'm going to solder it, but Zap-A-Gap will fill the holes. You can use Zap-A-Gap on anything, plastic, metal, wood. On wood, you're going to have to use a little extra because it'll soak into the wood. And then, of course, if I need an instant setting scenario, I use Insta-Set with the CA glue. That's what Zap-A-Gap is. It's a CA glue. If you use CA, I don't recommend spraying the Insta-Set. I actually just unscrew the thing and dab it on there and let a drop of the Insta-Set go onto the glue, and then that seems to cover it pretty well. I don't think you need to spray it and get it all over your work surface and all that stuff. This way is a little bit less cleanup and a little bit more conducive to. Yeah, I mean, you don't want it all over your project and all over your hands and everything else. So, if I'm using plastic, specifically styrene, I'll use Tester's Weld, plastic Weld, or this is plastic cement. I'll use it or some other derivative of it. There are quite a few different um, brands of it out there. You can use any brand that you're happy with. And then, of course, the last glue that I'm going to talk about, if you have that stubborn thing that just will not stay together, I'm going to use Gorilla Glue. And it's a super glue, and that seems to do the trick when I need to. Oh, there is one other thing. Some 3D, not 3D, some laser cut materials, it's like a more of a cardboard kind of material. You want to use Elmer's white glue on that. Like if you get kits from Laser Tech Studios, Model Tech Studios, some of their kits you might do better with white Elmer's white glue. If you're in doubt, give them a call. The folks at both of those places are pretty decent guys. So Anthony's a pretty good guy at Laser Tech, but I think he does more engraving now. But if you do come across a Laser Tech Studios kit, use the white glue. Model Tech, I've had success with Zappa Gap, with Model Tech Studios kits. So Fowler, IHC, I use a combination of Zappa Gap and plastic weld, and it seems to do just fine. Um, and that's it. That's the video on adhesives. And I think next week we'll get into the benders because I have a new one that I need to work with a little bit before I do that video. I was going to try to do that this week, but hopefully next week we'll have it ready to go. So I hope this helps. I hope you're doing well out there. I hope you're getting some modeling done. And after we do the benders, we're going to start talking about the materials themselves and what I use. And then we're going to start building some models, folks. So if you have a model you'd like to see me build, leave it in the comments down below. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a ship, a plane, a car, a truck. You want me to 3D print something and put it together, an action figure, a spaceship, carnival ride, theme park ride, roller coaster, whatever it is. Leave it down below, and I'll see if I can accommodate you. So that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, and happy modeling. See you next Monday. Bye.